Uh, Good evening, all of you, sir. Today we are going to talk about the 102 IS code Safety Engineering 1, where in that we have so many topics as per the textbook. 2.1 Machine Operation Guarding, Safety in the Use of Machines, Material Handling and Storage of Materials, Working at Heights, Hand Tools and Portable Tools, Plant Design and Housekeeping, Industrial Lighting and the Illumination, Ventilation and heat stress, noise and vibration, electrical hazards, static electricity, and lighting arresters. Last but not least, safety checklist for buying a new machine for the plant. Today, I hope these two may be going to be covered: machine operation guarding and the safety in the use of machines with respect to safety engineering. So this is the second paper, 102 paper code is. Coming to the machine guarding, machine operation guarding, it's a very, very important item, or we can say the tool, which we need to what is called adherence to the equipment. For example, if you see the machine guarding, machine guards are your first line of defense against injuries caused by a machine operation. Each mission must have adequate safeguards to protect operators and other employees in the immediate work area from hazards created by ingoing points, because it's a movable part, motor, pumps, rotators, whatever may be the things, rotating parts and sparks and flying debris. Here the flying debris means a dust in the atmosphere. So coming to the machine guards are your first line of defense against the injuries caused by machine operation. Once the machine operation is there, the machine will guarded or surrounded by a designed guard, otherwise against which the injury is caused. Therefore, the first line of defense is for the machine operation, the guard is important. So each machine must have adequate safeguards. Not also adequate safeguards in the sense of fully covered the impeller, or fully covered the pump rotor as well as the motor rotor. Those shafts should be covered. That means each machine have a adequate safeguards to protect operators and other employees which are in the immediate work area hazards created by the is very important. Ingoing points. Here the running machine is there. A points to be taken care of while fingers it will be stuck inside because of rotating parts. Sparks will be there because of static electricity, and the flying of the dust from the air also will be create a lot of nuisance in the equipment itself. That's why suppose there are two shafts, one is a pump shaft and mat shaft. Combining together will have what is called proper guard is not there. It will be exposed to all dust, exposed to man, the what is called organs. That's why lower ongoing points and all. So guarding should be important for every rotating machine. Each piece of machinery has its own unique mechanical or non-mechanical hazard. Here mechanical means a movement is there. Non-mechanical means man-made what is called. Please, Subhraj garu, mute your audio please. Therefore, machines can be cause a variety of injuries ranging from minor abrasion, burns, cuts to severe injuries such as fractures, lacerations. That means all the wounds, lacerations means, and crushing injuries or even
Call
amputations
பண்ணியா?
also will be taken. So the machine cause a variety of injuries. Variety of injuries.
Friend வந்தானா?
Variety of injuries, such as fractures. That's what I told. Fractures, lacerations, crushing. So machine guards are your first line of defense against injuries caused by a machine op- machine operation. So therefore, the machine guard is telling what is called machine guard importance to the running machine and for the employees who are working nearby or who are working on the machine guard on the equipment. So each machine must be have a adequate safeguards to protect operators and other employees in the immediate work. See, for example, why this part is very important. Each machine will have an adequate to protect operators, no doubt. Direct operators are there who will operating isolators, who will section wall, delivery walls open and all, and other employees who are nearby working, like mechanical fitters, helpers with immediate work area. There also maybe the what is called shaft, the spillage of what is called liquor from the plan joint. The guard is not there. Definitely surrounded by the workers also affected and hazards may be taken place. That's why in the immediate work area from hazards created by ingoing nip points. There the nip points means where uh, the liquor joints will be leak from these two shafts. The guard is not there. The guard is there, definitely it will protect. Rotating parts, sparks, and flying debris. Don't mean that flying debris means a dust from the atmosphere or air. Therefore, what is to be done by the organization? Before going to the organization attempt and all, because the operation floor employees are very important with respect to the staff as well as the employees or the workers, EH&S industrial safety team, either environmental health and safety or total industrial safety team shall be established or developed. The mission guarding safety program to manage safe selection, procurement, use of what is called safe work practices, inspections, record keeping for all the mission guard equipment and devices. So the team should be established and developed the mission guard safety program to see that what is called while selecting the guard for that mission, what is the manufacturer suggested about the guard, that should be safe selection, and procurement also will be necessary to whether it is suitable to or you have to see that use of safe practices also, safe work practices also, because while removing, while putting, it will be very important the machine guard part. Therefore, the EHS and organization team, safety team has to look after with respect to the safety selection as well as the procurement use of order. Simply what we have given in the purchase requisition, they will purchase by stores and released by the finance department purchase order, they will give the item. They don't know about the technical, but we are the IFI technical people who are going to be running nearby the or we are living nearby the missions. That we are the leaders for this. We are the monopoly of this. Therefore, we have to see that from the selection and the procurement and the suitability, inspection, along with record keeping also to be maintained for all devices. In future course, it will be very helpful for the record keeping if you have a track the record. If any necessary, definitely the record will be previous records will be verified. Not only that, include the guidelines for identification and correction locations with machine guarding hazards that may endanger faculty or staff or employees. Here is very important point. What the manufacturer told about the machine guard with that new machine or old machine, that will be taken care by the guidelines, that manual, that operation manual, OPM, manufacturer operation manual, for identification and correction location also. Where it is to be located, where is to be correction to be taken care of when the machine guard is not works properly, that should be taken care of the hazards, avoid also. That may endanger, because the faculty who is going to be explain during the work site also, the faculty will be exposed to that accident or hazard. Therefore, not only the staff and employees, the faculty where the trainer is exposed during the workplace safety is also to be exposed if the guard position is not there. That is why we have to follow the guidelines of the manufacturer manual also. Having understood all these things, what the occupation health safety management requirements as per the our national requirements or for the ISO 45001 2018 system, like for example occupation health and safety management system requires, all guards must be: number one, prevent contact; number two, be secure in place, otherwise a tamper proof; create no new hazard; allow for lubrication with the guard still in place; not interface with the mission operation. One by one, I'll tell you. Prevent contact, because if the guard is not there, definitely our hands while opening the section wall or delivery wall, all the person who is nearby will be caught enough between the two shafts, pump and motor shaft. So prevent contact. If the guard is there, definitely your hand or shirt or maybe your body of organs or hands, whatever may be, it should not be exposed to the two shafts, pump shaft as well as the motor shaft, as well as the V-belt drive, as well as the chain, pulley block, whatever may be, it prevent contact. Because once the guard is there, definitely it prevent your body of the contact. So machine guards must provide a physical barrier that prevents operator from having any part of his or her body in danger zone during the machine operating cycle. So therefore, you think in that line, God is there, not there. If the God is not there, definitely it becomes a danger zone, because your body of the parts, either shirt or your fingers or the shirt nipple points where you are not tucked, where your pulley and shirt not the folded, it will be caught enough. Therefore, the God is there, nothing happens. Therefore, the God is there, definitely prevent the contact. Therefore, one important area where we have to look after, that God is, if there, definitely prevent contact will be there to save hazards. Danger zone will be avoided. Be secured in place or otherwise tamper off. Here, very, very important, always workers are using a shortcut methods, tamper proof. What we can say here is, in workshop safety place is there are number of pumps and number of motors, there are number of units are there. One fellow is working, mechanical fitter is working there. Suddenly the guard is taken out and decouple the flanges. They attended completed. They forgotten the put the guard. But the person is searching for the guard. The other person what is doing? He is taking the one of the shut machine guard. He is putting over here. A lot of things it was happened. There are standby pumps are there, standby motors are there. Because of the running machine, while the maintenance is over, That God is putting somewhere else by the helper, that better helper, which is not visible by them. Therefore, one of the machine which is in the shut, that machine guard similar to this, it will put there. Simple. That is called the tamper of. A machine guards must be secure and strong so that workers are not able to bypass. That means once removing the machine guard, it should be bolted. After putting also, after the work is over, it should be bolted. Easily can be removed, easily can be put it in place. That's what we have to see. Not able to bypass or remove or tamper off. Tamper off means they are shortcutting. They are putting the what is called some other the shut machine guard with this what is called this. Tamper off means that they must be attached to the machine where possible. It should be bolted. The guard should be bolted to the bed bolts of the total equipment. There are bed bolts are there. You have to see that vertical should be bed bolted the guard. If the guard cannot physically attached to the machine, it must be attached elsewhere. What is telling? If the guard is cannot be physically attached, that means it is not attached with bolt or not. It can be visible some other place because the workers are always taking care of tamper off. They'll use the immediate shortcut methods. Therefore, not only the prevent contact, this guard is there, but also it should be secured in place. Otherwise, tamper full up. That means be secure in place. The guard should be secure in place by providing the bed bolts are bolted. Otherwise, the bed bolt is not there. It will be tampered off. It will be used somewhere else. It will be attached somewhere else. That's what the last word it says. That's why it's telling if the God cannot be physically attached, it must be attached somewhere else. Tamper off. Create no new hazard. While carrying the risk assessment, normally we thought that there is a God is there. That's why we are not supposed to take into item of the risk assessment God के लिए. But that's why creating no new hazard because of God is there, nothing will be happened. A safe God defeats its own purpose if it creates hazards of its own, such as a shear point, jagged edge, or unfinished surface, or which can cause lacerations. Very, very important. Where the God is almost all, some of the gods is always the GI pipes only, GI sheet only. Where the GI sheet locally they made in their workshops, with that GI sheet having the sharp edges without sharp edged, roughly what is called, they are having the edges, gods, instance should be rolled or bolted, eliminate sharp edges. Therefore, sharp edges should be find at the workshop itself because of the GI sheets are sharp in such a way while cutting the shape into the god. So machine guard should not be obstruct the operator's view. That means what we need to say here is create no new hazard means on the guard edges will be not enough to sharp edges. Therefore, operators who is working nearby, he will not expose it to any wounds or any hazards or any risk is there. That means with this guard, then there is no question of the new hazard will come. Therefore, the guard cannot be sharp edges, gouge edges. Otherwise, the lacerations or the wounds will be taken care of. These edges will be guards and you have to sharpen up. Allow for lubrication with the guard still in place. Very important point here is. Nowadays, some of the what is called the equipments having guard is there, but without removal of the guard, they will put a lubrication. Besides that guard, there is a nip point is there. They open the glass point, they fill the with a funnel, they'll fill the oil. Through that funnel bottom, the lubrication will be going to the impellers. That that what is called facilities also comes in the gods. Allow lubrication with the god still in place. That means without removal of the god, the lubricant a lubrication man can do the lubrication by opening the simple nip outside the god, open the glass tip and the pour the lubrication oil and close the lip. Therefore, the without what is called anything, definitely it will be helpful for the lubrication purpose. No hazards can be taken care of. Simply otherwise, bed bolt open, keeping aside of the guard, and again what is called lubricant, again putting. That fellow will not be a longer process. Will do. He will put after the lubrication is over without bed bolting. Therefore, if possible, that's what I'm saying. If possible, one should be able to lubricate the machine without removing the safeguard. That facility you have to look after before purchasing or before selection or before designing of anything. Locating oil reservoirs outside the guard. The oil reservoir means not a fully. A small nib is there where the small part is there that will be taken care of. Where the lubrication point will be reduced the need for operation maintenance worker to enter the hazard area. Therefore, the without removal of the guard, they can be able to lubricate the both shafts. This is one of the advantage of the uh, machine guards. Very important one, not interface with the machine operation. Its very important point is any safeguard which impedes a worker from performing a job quickly or comfortably might should be overwritten or disregarded. Proper safeguard can actually enhance efficiency since it can relieve workers' apprehensions. That means he cannot have any fear on this. That means what interference here is not interface with the operation, the machine operation. See, the one guard will not be suitable somewhere else. This guard is not suitable to here. Like this, we have to dedicated safety guards for the equipment. We have to see. We have to prepare. Interface means this guard can be used anywhere. Like this, if you are not giving the pump number and motor number, the pump 1 and 2, the guard number 1 and 2 will be somewhere else in number 10. That's why in our industry we have given the number also. According to the motor and pump, 1 is there, we will give the 1 is the machine guard number. Standby pump 1 2, second pump is second guard is 1 2. Like this, every pump number, every motor number should have a combined number having in the guard itself. Therefore, the interface will not be happened in the operation. There should not be any shifting from one place to another place. There is a dedicated safeguards has to be utilized for any equipment. Therefore, the worker or employer who is working nearby having definitely about the apprehensions of the about the injury. I am relieved. Nothing to worry. This guard is suitable. Already number is there. Identified. That means no interface. That means same in God cannot be used in some other purpose or some other way. That's why these are very, very important as per the OHSM requirements. Prevent contact, be secured in place, create no new hazards, allow for lubrication with guard still in place, no interface, also the machine operation. What is the safety? Machine guarding safety. Furthermore, I am telling apart from the OHSM requirement, the machine guarding safety is any machine part can cause an injury, must be guarded. Machine guards helps to eliminate personal hazards created by a point of operation. So once the guard is not there, what happened? Once the God is there, what happened? We are talking about the God is there. Any machine part can cause injury, must be guarded. Any machine movement is there, or any what is called rotating machine is there, it must be guarded, otherwise injury can be caused. Machine guards helps to eliminate not only personal hazards created by the point of operation, but also the property of damage of the organization also will save. Therefore, the guard safety is very, very important. Ingoing nip points, there is a running points is there, for example, impellers, as well as the shafts, pump shafts and matter shafts, as rotating chains, chain pulley blocks, flying wheels, V-belts, everything should be taken care of, serious injuries. Ingoing nip points, where the nip points is there, simply your fingers will be gone in such a way. So many accidents due to the V-belts, there where there is no God. I have seen number of accidents, number of the fingers removed from the hand of the employees because of the no God in the V-belt drives. I'm sorry to tell you. The flywheel chips, unguarding moving parts, machinery equipment, and sudden or uncontrolled release of their power system can result in serious injury. Somebody is what is called opening the simple isolation. Here we are putting the man at work is not putting bad any board. Simply after completion of the work, man at work is not removed. Okay, very good. But man at work without completing the man at work board is removed. Somebody is open the isolator and run. Definitely it will be hazards will be taken care of. Serious injuries can result. Therefore, the running part should always be guarded. Machine which have grinding, punching, pressing, squeezing, drawing, cutting, rolling, mixing, or similar action including pinch points, where the what is called pinch points are there and shear points are there. Whereas an employee comes with a in danger zone, definitely. Where these parts are there, definitely the person who is nearby or who is operating these equipment, definitely they are in danger zone. Punching, grinding, pressing, squeezing, drawing, cutting, because they're all under the hydraulic machines. Sometimes what is called hydraulic or manually. Sometimes hydraulic means simply by taking the instrument air, it will operate once you switch on. Therefore, who are employees are exposed to these equipment with the danger zone. Unless otherwise, you are you should be guarded at the point of operation in a manner provides protection for the employees. Therefore, the all the running equipments where the employees are exposed to many dangerous zones, many hazards, unexpected things are happened. Therefore, safety measures shall be taken care while putting the machine guard and putter. And not only the small one, but it is very important is selection and design of guard is also very important. Though the guards are preparing at the local workshop in the organization with the help of the GI sheets, only covering the two shafts. That's all. Their aim is to cover the two shafts. One, the covering is also important, but also closed cover should be taken care of. Closed cover means where the spillage is taken care through the what is called impeller gap. Somebody the motor what is called shaft and pump shaft in between the clothing has not put any good. That's why therefore the god has not put. simply spillage of what is called your liquor from the pump delivery. The God is also very important. Not only God, the plan joint, you have to very important. That's why selection and design of the God is also very, very important. That means close God is important. That means not only to cover the both the shafts, but also the spillage or your hands, fingers, or your shirts, or your full hands sleeves. Suppose if you are not put a buttons, it will also suck if it is not closed cover. Therefore, the selection and design of God is also taken care of. The following description and common types of gods were available, their design consideration and limitations of use. Very, very important. Design consideration to be taken because there are some limitations are there where some gods are not fully covered by the spillage of the liquors. So, for example, H2SO for 48%. Definitely it will be spillage means you can imagine of the accident. Or for example, 98% sulfuric acid spillage. Imagine how intense of the accident. Therefore, each type of god is designed to suit a particular purpose. See, for example, a god is there. Both shafts are very nicely, no leakage is there, but suddenly from the top delivery point, one line is going there. By the time delivery line is leaking, the delivery point, some liquor has gone into what is called God. God cannot be taken care of, it getting hold. That means your GI sheet is not able to handle that hazardous chemical. Therefore, each type of God is designed to suit a particular person. But particular purpose means material of construction is also very important. The hazardous chemicals are there in the industry. Simply GI sheet is not enough to take care of the machine god. You have to see that what is called that liquor hazardous chemical can handle by the spillage is there, can handle by the that machine god sheet also. You should consider that is why you should consider which type of god is best suited for your needs. For some applications, you may need to use the combination of gods to achieve the safe outcome. Combination of gods means where we have to use the what is called removable or non-removable, where we can use the fixed or non-fixed, where the material of construction also to be taken care of. So that is the selection and design important is in during course so many types of what is called the safeguards will be decided, we will be seen, that also will be learned during the next cycles, next slides. Irrespective of which god you select, you need to ensure whatever the god you select, but you need to ensure, make sure that the god does not cause a risk in itself and cause injury. A very, very important point. The God does not cause a risk in itself. The God cannot be taken the risk by the God itself. While I telling the from the delivery line a drop leakage there in the GI sheet is become a hole because of the concentrated liquor is there, concentrated acid is there. It will become a risk to that God. Once the God is risk, definitely the shaft is also having become a damage and cause a injury of the equipment. Why a cause of injury is telling property damage is there here. The gods, the god does not cause a risk in itself. By itself can handle the any type of chemical in such a way you have to select and design the god and see that it should be fixed for your need. Monitor, inspect to ensure machine gods remain in place and functional. Not only this, this is very important. While going the safety rounds or by the
मुझे कहाँ
process
रखेंगे? रफी
process
खराब
man
फेंक देगा.
or the process man can be taken care of. They have to always monitor. That means always observation, inspect, and make sure that machine guards remain in place and functional. Why functional means that should be in a working position. That should